Happy Friday, all you cool cats, kittens, and bison. Reporting to you live from what is actually going on outside. Wah! Whew, hey there guys. It's a little bit safer here inside the studio. This is a good reminder to stay home and stay safe. All right, on to the actual news. We have this news coming in from Major Casey Dalton with the U.S. Air Force Academy. For all interested students, 7th through 12th grade, Major Casey Dalton will be conducting virtual informational briefings about opportunities with the U.S. Air Force Academy and Air Force ROTC on the following dates and times. Tuesday, April 28th at 11 a.m. Thursday, April the 30th at 3 p.m. Wednesday, May the 6th at 11 a.m. The briefings will happen via Zoom and last approximately 45 minutes to an hour with a question and answer period to follow. Anyone interested in details of how to attend this Air Force Academy online session should contact Mrs. Regal before April the 28th. All right, before we move on to some super staff news, I thought I would take us to somewhere more tropical, because we can. Whew, that's more like it. Can you feel the ocean breeze? All right, now we're really ready to get started with some news from the staff. First up, we have some news in from Dr. Kaufman. Dr. Kaufman would like you to know that her family has taken up line dancing. Good job, Dr. Kaufman. They have learned some favorites such as the wobble, the Cupid shuffle, and wait for it, the YMCA. Yes, the Kaufman family has been busy. She also remembered her high school graduation dance, which was to Rhythm is a Dancer. Wow, that is impressive. Great job. I'm sure that your family is terribly mortified, but in the best possible way. All right, also from Mrs. Kaufman, we have some sad news. It seems that her cat has a urinary tract infection. Very sad. We wish you all the best in your recovery, kitty. And now for some Dr. Kaufman classroom news. Students who are going to take the AP US History or AP Gov exams need to be sure to check the AP website and Dr. Kaufman's Canvas pages that will be updated with test info and study tools. And now, on to cute baby news, because who can't use some cute baby news right now? Am I right? First up, we have some news in from Mrs. Marchese. Her daughter, Weslyn, took her first few steps this week. Great job, Weslyn. Here's Weslyn. Also in, we have some news from Mr. Weatherford. His daughter turned 7 months old. That's exciting. Also, she has slept 3 nights in a row on her own. Wow, when is the last time any of you got 3 nights of great sleep? I'm a little jealous. Here's a picture of Mr. Weatherford's daughter. And speaking of babies, this just in from Miss Tasha. She has just wrapped up a really fabulous I Spy quilt. It was a true work of love, and it was sent to none other than Mr. and Mrs. Backman. Great work, Miss Tasha. Here's the quilt. Hey guys, I hope you've been staying warm. It's been chilly out. I'm going to throw it over Mr. Socks to tell us what this weekend's forecast is. Mr. Socks?
Well, hi. This is Mr. Socks here with Mr. Socks's Weather Corner. Now, today's forecast is pretty nice. 41 degrees and partly sunny. Better than that snow we've been having. Saturday, also pretty nice. 47 degrees, partly sunny. Sunday, also 47 degrees. And Monday, oh my goodness, the sun is totally out and it is 58 degrees. Make sure to wear your sunscreen. You don't want to get burned. This has been Mr. Socks in Mr. Socks's Weather Corner. Bye.
And now, here's an exclusive look at what it's like to be quarantined with the Cossets. Beware, these clips may be embarrassing, mostly for me. Grab some popcorn, enjoy!
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud.
Oh, hey, yeah, you know I be cooking in the kitchen. Oh, hey.
After a full day of slaving in the kitchen, you now have this tried and true family recipe.
But you gotta put in work.
Guys, don't you know this is a library? You're being way too loud. Shh. Blaine, your hoodie's up way too high. I need to see your ears. Please take your hood down. Alexia, great school spirit today, girl. Love that shirt. But earbuds, please take them out. You're shouting at me. Joe, I'm really impressed with the reading choice. This is a bit above your reading level, but I'm really glad that you're challenging yourself. And Aaron, what are you reading? Let's talk about overdoing it. This is way below your reading level, but something we could probably all learn from right now as we're getting into the snacks. Hey teachers, we just want to give a quick shout out to you and say what a great job you've been doing using Canvas. Good job, teachers. Mr. Socks thinks you've done a great job too. And now we're going to go into Mrs. Scar's library news. Also, she would like to report that her cat has learned to use the dog door. Good job, kitty. And on to library news.
Hey Bison, I've heard from your teachers that some of you want to know when and where you should return your library books. Well, the plan right now is to return them on the west side of the building, that's the swimming pool area, on Tuesdays before noon. And that would be the perfect time to return them, and I'll keep reminding you of that. If that changes, I'll let you know. Give them to whoever the adult is that is collecting and dropping off packets. Thanks. Another little bit of information I wanted you to have is that for those of you who really like to read, we have a really nice digital ebook and audiobook collection, and the instructions for accessing that are on the South High page under Bison Links at the very, very bottom where it says instructions for ebook and audiobook use. And the other place you can find that information is if you have an Avid, a Reading, or an English teacher, I have asked them to put that link on their Canvas page. So come on guys, let's read some books while you're at home. You don't have anything better to do. Thanks. Hey Bison, I wanted to do a quick book talk about a book that I really like a lot called Ashfall by Mike Mullen. Some of you may have read this, and it's available right now in our ebook collection. Most of you know that underneath the Yellowstone National Park is a supervolcano. Imagine if it erupted. This story is about Alex, who stayed home for the weekend to play video games and hang out with friends while his parents went to Chicago. While he was home, the world fell apart. His world fell apart. The Yellowstone caldera erupted, and now there's ash everywhere. Communications are out, transportation is out, and he just doesn't know what to do. So he decides to start out on his own with a backpack and try to find his family. This is about his survival. So if you really want to read an awesome book that's available on our ebook collection, check out Ashfall by Mike Mullen. Thank you. Hey Bison, another book that is available in our ebook collection is a book called The Story of Owen, Dragon Slayer of Trondheim by E.K. Johnston. There have always been dragons. As far back as history is told, men and women have fought them, loyally defending their villages. Dragon slaying was a proud tradition. It used to be that dragons were only in city areas because they loved the fossil fuel exhaust. But because that exhaust, that pollution has spread to smaller villages, dragons are starting to venture out into the countryside. Owen Thorsgaard has been training to be a dragon slayer his entire life. He's not quite graduated from that yet, but he has to take on dragons in his village because they've begun to come out early. If you want to read a really good adventure about dragon slaying, you might want to try The Story of Owen.
All right, South, this brings us to the end of our broadcast. I hope it's been as much fun for you as it has been for me. Remember, we are honorable, enthusiastic, responsible, and determined. We are South. All right. Whew. And back to quarantine life.